Alright, today we're doing valve adjustments on a modern 4-stroke. This does not cover the a lot of air-cooled 4-strokes, the old Hondas and stuff. This is mostly just liquid-cooled. The one with dual overhead cams or single overhead cam too for Hondas. So what you need to do is first off take off the valve cover. Alright, so here I took the valve cover off. Now what you're going to do next is I'm going to move the motor here in a second so you can see it better. So what you want to do next is, if you look closely, there's a little dot on that cam lobe, or on that cam, and on that cam. They should be pointing straight up. These ones are just to the side a little bit, that's just because, but it's still a TDC. It's still fine, you still have valve play. But what you want to do is get some nail polish, like this. That's what I like to do. Make sure the timing's perfect. Put some on the chain and on the cam, and it'll final burn right off. So I'll show that here real quick. While you're letting your nail polish dry, a really good thing is, especially for any shop, is to have pencil and paper. I have this little notebook. It's a nice little notebook. I picked it up at like Target or something. But anyways, it's what a ring's on. What I do is I flip it open, you go half, and then just lay it out as how you're looking at the motor. So if this is our intake side, there's intake 2 and intake 4. So you just pick one of the numbers, intake 2 and intake 4, just to remember. And then there'll be exhaust 2 and exhaust 4, which is EX, and that's that side. That way, when you pick it, when you get to take off these covers here, then you will remove your cam, and then you can get to your buckets and then place them here and your shims, and you'll know where everything is. It'll be a lot more organized. Things will be a lot easier. So what you want to do next is begin by loosening that bolt there. That's the cam chain tensioner, which should come out as like well, obviously this little nut, and then it'll have like an indent, and then I'll have like a little rod or shaft, and then a spring on that. So loosen that up real slow, and then I'll take that out. So that's what you get. Like I said, there's a spring and there's actually a shaft in there, but make sure you have some paper towels to lay this on and wipe your fingers off. So once you do that, you're going to begin. The cam should loosen. It's getting looser. There's still tension on it, so let's do that, and then you're going to begin to take the covers off, get to the valves. Just a quick reminder, if you're having trouble getting the cam chain loosened, you can take out the whole assembly. It's no problem, it may help. I want to warn you, when you take these out, make sure you don't want to drop it down there to your bottom end. That will ruin your day. So what you want to do is you want to take, I have these already loose, you want to take them off. Remember, the 2 silver ones go in the middle on this Kawasaki. I don't know if other 4-strokes are like that. But on this KX250F, definitely want to put these 2 ones in the middle. And take these 2 ones out of the middle, like I said. And you have to put these on, you need a torque wrench. That'd be the proper way to do it. So take these covers off, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so now you have your whole bolts loose. You just want to pick it up in one piece, like so. And then lay it out. So that's the exhaust side. Let's say this paper towel is the exhaust side of the cam. And don't forget this ring here. It's a C-ring that goes on top of your bearing. Put that like so, because they are different. They're not interchangeable. This one's a little bit stubborn. There you go. Oh my god, that was very scary. One of the dowel rods came in. Luckily it fell out over there. Place that back in there. And don't forget this ring. See, they are different sizes. So keep that over there. And then go from there. Alright, so once you get that off, the guides and everything, and the C-clips, take out the cams. The chain should be loose. That's considered really loose. So just take out the cam. Start with the exhaust one first, and then do the intake. Watch out for these dowel rods or whatever line, I forget what they're called, because that's what those line up on, and you don't want to pop them off and have them fall in the motor. So take the exhaust first, which is, always remember the exhaust they look similar, but on this Kawasaki exhaust is black, the lobes, and not only that, it has a decompression right there. So it's a good way to tell an exhaust from intake. A little bit of a pain though, actually. Got it out, no problem. what you're gonna do is when you take both cams out, have something like a T-wrench handle, or I just use a C-clip or a C-clamp to hold the chain just over the side, because if it falls in there, that'd be also a bad day. So what you're gonna begin now is trying to bite paper towels here. Get your paper towel and just wipe off this residual oil sitting up here off the buckets. There's a good bit of it, because you can see right there how it's just sitting around in the head there. So to really do this is you want to get a magnet, strong one like this, and wipe it off first before there's no, because if it's in your shop and you're doing any grinding, it'll have metal shavings on there. So just do that. It's a really strong magnet. It'll come right up, shim and all. And that was an intake. So, sorry, put it over here. Put it on your intake side. Watch out, the shim's gonna fall off when you pull the magnet off. Nope, didn't actually, probably because the oil's there. So just keep following that process and keep going around. You ready? Go. Alright, so what you want to do is, once you find out which shims you're going to use, whatever, I have 3 of the buckets and I'll just show you how to put them in real quick. Just be careful not to drop it down in there. That'll ruin your day. Put it into the valve seat there and followed by a bucket. Do that for all 3, and I'm going to use a little bit of just this oil treatment. You can use the motor oil you use, just put it on top of there on all the buckets. And the guides for the head for the cam. Keep everything nice and lubed. And proceed to start putting your cams back together and everything back together. Alright, so get ready to put the cam in. Start the exhaust cam. Remember, put our red mark up. So that'll be easy to put the cam on, the chain on. So I'm going to do that. Sorry about that. Get ready to put the cover on. Make sure you're, oh, sorry I messed up. Wasn't thinking. Gotta put this C-ring in. Make sure it seats nice, nothing's in the way. Alright, seat nice there. I have 1 dowel rod in there, or dowel pin, and then 1 in there, so make sure they're all lined up good. Just give her a tap, like so, and tighten up, and then get ready for the intake. Alright, so when you get your cam in, bring it down here for me real quick. Just line it up with your good old bitch here. There you go. See how the red mark lines up? That'll make timing a lot easier for anyone. So then you want to get ready for your intake. Get your cam chains loose. You want to put it in your intake. Make sure nothing's sticking in the way. Line it up with your nail polish marks. Oops. Like so. And tighten this one down. Make sure put your C-clip in. Cover. Make sure all your dowel rods are there. Get your ghetto mallet. Let's take one out or 2 here. And tighten. That's good. Alright, so once you have your chain on, you want to put the valve or the chain tensioner on, which is I already have it tensioned because of the block. I had to take the block out, so you just want to put the rest of the tensioner in. Have a spring in the rod and then the nut. Just put it all at once. It's maybe a little bit tough because the spring's trying to resist. And then just tighten her down. Alright, after that, let me get out of the way here quick. You're ready to put the valve on, the valve cover, so just wipe off your sealing surface of any dirt. Make sure there's nothing left over, any silicone or anything. Like so. And throw your gasket on. Make sure it fits all good. Make sure it's all lined up. Throw your valve cover on. And the 2 head bolts. And you have just adjusted the valves on your dual overhead cam 4-stroke.